Good morning, and thank you for joining me today at Tony Romaco Ministries. I'm Reverend Tony, and as we continue our discussion on the book of Revelation, we're going to continue with the letter to the leader of the church in Sardis. This message is sent to you by the one who has the sevenfold Spirit of God and the 7 stars. I know your reputation as a live and active church, but you are dead. Now wake up, strengthen what little remains, for even what is left is at the point of death. Your deeds are far from right in the sight of God. Go back to what you heard and believed at first. Hold to it firmly and turn to me again. Unless you do, I will suddenly come upon you, unexpected as a thief, and punish you. Yet even there in Sardis some haven't soiled their garments with the world's filth. They shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. Everyone who conquers will be clothed in white, and I will not erase his name from the book of life, but I will announce before my Father and his angels that he is mine. Let all who can hear listen to what the Spirit is saying to the churches. In this church in Sardis, Jesus is clearly righteously angry, a little bit more angry than the previous letters he wrote to the other churches. Yet, once again, as he has been doing, and as our Savior, he's given them another chance to turn back to him and to change their ways. He's saying that even though they are active and they're alive, they're dead because what they're doing is not right in the sight of God the Father, and therefore not right in his sight. And he's telling them and warning them that if they don't change their ways and turn back to him and pretend that they are for him, then he's going to come suddenly and unexpectedly. And he's also saying, as we hear in the latter part of the letter, that I will not erase the name from the book of life, but I will announce before my Father and his angel that he is mine. That part he's saying for the people who haven't, when he mentioned soiled their garments, who haven't changed to their ways to wicked ways, that they're still doing right in God's sight. But by saying he's not going to erase their name from the book of life, he's given us a clear warning that for people who don't change their name and stay in their evil and wicked ways, he will erase their name, and he has the authority to do so. Now, not to get off subject from the book of Revelation, we will, though, a little briefly stating that Jesus did say, if you deny me to man, I will deny you to my Father. Therefore, by saying that, he's saying their name is going to be erased from the book of life, and he has the authority to do so, as given to him by God. So he's clearly warning them, but he's also clearly extremely not happy with this particular church and its leaders. And the fair warning he's given them comes again in the beginning of the letter. You are dead, although your reputation is live and active. And he's telling them, wake up. Okay? To wake up. To go back to what they first believed at. And there, when he's saying, go back to what you heard and believed at first, he's saying that they started out with good intentions. And they started out doing right in the sight of God, but as temptation sets in, pride comes into play. And then that's when they start turning away from God, and Lucifer starts putting in their mind, oh, it's okay, God won't mind you do this, God won't mind you do that. And God does mind. And that's what Jesus is telling them. So, a little bit a warning here, even in today's world, you got to try, and a lot of people are turning back to Jesus. We have to try and keep asking Jesus for his strength and his guidance to try to do right in the sight of God, his Father, who's our Father, as well as in his sight. Because remember, whatever God's will is, Jesus' will is. So I don't want to get too much off the subject onto that as of yet, because we are discussing the book of Revelation. So that's pretty much the message that Jesus is clearly telling them in this particular letter. So next week we're going to be doing more of the discussion of the book of Revelation, and we're going to be discussing the next letter, which is to the leader of the church in Philadelphia. And as next week you'll find out how Jesus feels about that church, and whether he's getting more angrier or he's just staying the same and showing us his love and forgiveness by giving them another chance and giving them fair warnings to wake up and to really turn from their wicked ways and start doing what is right in the sight of God. Well, I'd like you to all, once again, thank you, and to have a blessed week, and please continue to walk in the presence of God. You'll be glad you did. I'm Reverend Tony. Have a good day.